But all that was kind of planned to sell records, and it's like, because the first cover gets banned, we go with the second, and that was already.
Axl Rose is a famous American musician, singer, songwriter, record producer, and film producer. He's probably best known for being a founding member of the rock band Guns N' Roses. Moreover, Rose has received a star on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame along with other members of the band. Axl has also toured with a famous Australian band called AC/DC.
And I think the right people are playing him that want to be here and found their way to be here and fight to be here and work hard here, and we all push each other.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is William Bruce Rose Jr., but is also known as W. Axl Rose, William Bruce Bailey, Bill Rose, Bill Bailey. He was born February 6, 1962, in Lafayette, Indiana, United States, making him 58 at the time of this production. He stands 1.75 meters or 5 feet 8 inches tall. The star sign of Axl is Aquarius, and he weighs around 78 kilograms or 172 pounds. The musician has blue eyes and his hair is dark brown. However, he often tends to dye his hair blonde. Rose believes that he and Stephanie Seymour were together in several of their past lives, and let me also tell you that Axl's stepfather was nicknamed Beetle. He collects Latin American religious artifacts, especially crucifixes. The favorite band of this musician is Queen, and his favorite singer is Freddie Mercury. Axl loves reading books in his spare time, and his favorite books include James Dean, The Mutant King, The Zodiac, Frankenstein, The Stand, and A Scanner Darkly. His song Chinese Democracy is Axl's emotional tribute to the death of John Lennon. This famous musician is a night owl and habitually is late for meetings. In the popular video games called GTA San Andreas, this singer voiced DJ Tommy Smith. Back in 2006, Axl was arrested for biting a guard on the leg. He's a huge fan of Elton John and also made a presentation where Elton was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This singer also has a tabby cat named Dijon. In his late teens, a psychiatrist concluded that Axl had psychosis. The singer was not a heavy drug user, however, he did not steer away from the use of illicit substances completely. Back in 1986, Axl intentionally overdosed on painkillers because of stress. Rose was in a relationship with famous model Erin Everly in 1986. They got married in April 1990. However, Rose filed for divorce in May 1990. They later reconciled and Erin became pregnant with Rose's child. Unfortunately, the model suffered a miscarriage in October. This incident deeply impacted Axl. They eventually separated in 1991. 3 years later, Erin filed a suit against Axl, accusing him of physical and emotional abuse. This lawsuit was settled out of court. In 1991, Rose started dating supermodel Stephanie Seymour, and they got engaged in February 1993. However, the couple separated only after 3 weeks.
About it, there's certain songs we do live, and they react. So, yeah, I think it's working. It's working in ways.
He's the oldest child of Sharon Elizabeth and William Bruce Rose. When Axl was born, his mother was 16 years old and his father was only 20. Rose is of German and Scottish-Irish ancestry, and William Bruce Rose has been described as a troubled local delinquent. Let me tell you that the pregnancy was not planned, and Axl's parents separated when he was 2 years old. Axl's father reportedly abducted and molested him before disappearing from Lafayette. Later, Sharon married Stephen L. Bailey. Rose has a younger sister named Amy and a half-brother named Stuart. Axl's stepfather used to beat Sharon, Axl, as well as his siblings. Axl believed that Stephen was his biological father until he was 17 years old. Let me tell you that William Rose Sr. was killed in Marion back in 1984. Axl attended a Pentecostal church. The singer recalled that his stepfather did not allow them to listen to music. He even accused Stephen of sexually abusing his sister. Axl was interested in music from an early age and began singing in the church choir when he was 5 years old. Rose went to Jefferson High School. Axl had formed a band, and when he learned about his biological father, Axl became a local juvenile delinquent in Lafayette. Let me tell you that he was arrested over 20 times on charges like public intoxication. Authorities wanted to charge Axl as a habitual criminal, and he eventually moved to Los Angeles. His band was called Axl, and he became so engrossed in this band that his friends recommended him to adopt the stage name Axl. He met a guitarist named Kevin Lawrence in Los Angeles, and they formed a band called Rapid Fire. In 1983, this band recorded a 5-song demo, which was released as an EP in 2014. After Rapid Fire disbanded, Axl formed a band called Hollywood Rose with his friend Izzy Stradlin and Chris Webber. Later, Steven Adler and Slash joined the band. Hollywood Rose eventually disbanded, and Axl later joined LA Guns. In 1985, Axl and his former LA Guns bandmate named Tracy Guns founded a new band called Guns N' Roses. They released their debut album titled Appetite for Destruction in 1987. The album was a massive success, and in 1988, the band released the album titled GNR Lies. They'd become popular, and by 1989, this band was considered among the most popular bands in the world of rock music. In 2006, this band released the album Chinese Democracy and later toured Europe, Australia, and America. Let me tell you that the band has sold over 100 million albums globally, and Axl is the only member that has remained with Guns N' Roses consistently since its inception. In 2016, Axl joined AC/DC and performed as the lead singer for the band's Rock or Burst tour.
With what I feel I have the most energy I can put into, and what, my guesstimate of where the crowd's at that time with what to try to hit them with.
This singer has primarily earned his net worth from songwriting and singing. In 1987, he earned $30 million for the album called Appetite for Destruction. The next year, he earned $11 million for the album GNR Lies. In 1991, the band released 2 albums, including Use Your Illusion 1 and Use Your Illusion 2. Axl earned $39 million from these albums. Then in 1993, his earnings from the album titled The Spaghetti Incident, which he released with Guns N' Roses, was $5 million. Rose made $1 million from the compilation album titled Use Your Illusion in 1998. The next year, this singer earned $800,000 from a live album called Live Era 87-93. The band released the compilation album Greatest Hits in 2004, and Rose earned $13 million from it. Then in 2008, the singer earned $6.5 million for the album Chinese Democracy. Axl also makes money from brand endorsements and has done endorsement work for brands like Budweiser and Dr. Pepper. The total net worth of Axl Rose is $200 million. The famous musician has a house in Malibu, California. Axl purchased it in 1992 for $3.6 million, and the house covers over 4,000 square feet. Axl likely owns the following cars: a Porsche 918 Spyder, a Cadillac Escalade, a Bentley Continental GT, a Rolls-Royce,